सजाया हुआ खेल पूरा, जगत का ये नाटक रहा अधूरा।
यहाँ की नशे कोई अब जी को भाए,
यहाँ की नशे कोई अब जी को भाए,
हमें तो वतन की बहुत याद आए।
हमें तो वतन
Om Shanti. Good evening to all the guests, today's participants, and well-wishers. The Jammu Council by the Spiritual Counseling of Future Head. Counselor is Dr. Tulika Darji. Like to give a brief introduction about today's counselor. Dr. Tulika Darji is retired recently from one of the technical institutions in Kolkata. She is an expert counseling at Future Head. After completing her master's, she has started practicing as a spiritual counselor for over the last 3 years very successfully. With her in supportive role, we have today Sister Naina Satyanaji. Sister Naina Satyanaji is also from the education sector, working as a teacher in one of the teacher school in Muradabad, Uttar Pradesh. Has completed Master's in Counseling and Future Head, and now the PhD scholar out. Today's session will be live on YouTube as well as Facebook. We accept any kind of mental health counseling. We are standing for the free counseling found. Website name is www.spiritualseva.com.in. Also, we can be contacting WhatsApp number 922107078. Request our viewers to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for them and friends, members of the Lord Shri Baba. We are Supreme Fathers, Sadguru, and our Supreme Counselor. We also seek the blessings from our most loving gratitude and from senior brothers and sisters. Request our viewers to join us for the session that is beginning to end. May I invite today's counselor, Dr. Tulika Darji, to start the session. Thank you very much.
Om Shanti. Good evening, everybody. Our demo counseling session is on overprotective mother. A mother is a teacher in every aspect of a child's developmental growth: social, emotional, physical, cognitive, and independence. In early childhood development, mother plays the most important role in her children's lives, caring for them, loving them, teaching them, guiding them, and so much more. The way a child develops is largely attributed to the role that parents and caregivers play in their lives. Attachment develops as a mother responds to her baby's needs. Attachment also builds as a mother goes about her daily routine with her baby, caring and interacting. In order to ensure children's safety and shelter them from physical, mental, or emotional pain, some mothers become anxious and overprotective. They do not let their children take risks or get hurt. They want their children to become successful in life and protect them in such a way that no hindrance comes in the path of success. While they want to ensure their child's well being, their efforts can be harmful to childhood development. Overprotective parental styles can result in poor coping skills and a sense of extreme dependency in children, together with high levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. These children grow up to become adults who are usually dissatisfied with life and have unrealistic expectations from people around them. With these words and with the blessings of our Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, and Supreme Counselor, Sister Naina and I shall begin today's session. Good evening, Sister. Your husband called me yesterday and said that you are not attending office for a long time. Is there any problem?
Yes, sister. Sister, actually, I have a 5-year-old son who will look after him when I am at office. That's the main problem.
Who looked after your child for 5 long years when you were in your workplace?
Actually, there was a maid to attend to him from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. After that, my mother come over to my house and look after him till I was back.
Did your child ever complain about their behavior?
No, never. But I always feel that mother is the best caregiver of a child.
Yes, sister, I too agree with you. Is your mother very possessive?
Yes. Yes, she always made decisions for me. Even after my marriage, she visits my house every evening.
Are you the only child of your parents?
Yes, sister.
Did your mother work?
No, she always stay at home and look after our needs.
Okay. Did you ever feel that your mother neglected you in your growing stage?
Yes, she used to stitch clothes. Sometimes I wanted her attention, but she was busy with her work and could not give me time. I felt unhappy then.
How many members are there in your family?
Actually, my husband and I stay with our son.
What is your educational qualification?
I am a graduate, ma'am.
Will there be any financial problem if you leave your job?
Yes, my husband works as a sales representative, so I must give the family monetary support.
Did your son ever fall ill seriously?
No, not till now.
How long are you staying at home?
It may be 2 months around.
Since when have you become so concerned about your son?
Maybe last 6 months.
Does your son enjoy staying at home? Doesn't he want to go to school?
Actually, he likes my company. I keep him very busy all the time, so he does not miss school.
Why don't you send him to school, sister?
Actually, my son was born to me 9 years after our marriage. He is very precious to me. I love him very much. I cannot stay one moment without him. He is the light of my eyes. Also, at school, when he makes mistakes, teachers scold him. I never scold my son. He gets disturbed when the teacher scold him. I get hurt. So I have stopped sending him to school for the last 2 months.
Sister, instead of getting hurt, you may say, I shall talk to your teacher to find out why you feel disturbed. Your son will immediately understand that you take care of him and you want to know what is happening and that his concerns are going to be heard. You are concerned about your son's feelings, isn't it? So until you talk to the teacher, you will not know the whole picture. The teacher may not even be aware of how your child feels. Don't stop him from going to school. As he grows up, he will want freedom. How long will you protect him? If children don't go to school, they will engage most of their time in useless and idle activities. See, they will either watch TV or play video games or watch videos on YouTube. As a result, they will not develop skills such as reading, writing, arithmetic, and speaking. Do you understand?
Yes. Actually, I want to ask a question. What is the harm if I never send my son to school but teach him at home?
See, parenting is certainly a hard task. You are responsible for raising, shaping, and disciplining a small child. All that I can say is the decisions you make should help in shaping the future of your child. It's your duty to guide your child from the time he is born up to a certain age. Parental responsibilities should be mutually shared between you and your husband. In the Constitution of India, free and compulsory education is provided as a fundamental right to children in the age group of 6 to 14 years. If the child is under the age of 16, the law mandates he must be educated. At the age of 16, a child can drop out of school. There is no law that says you are responsible for college education. At the same time, you'll be shocked to learn that 8.4 crore children in India don't go to school at all. See, that's nearly 20% of the age group covered under the Right to Education Act. Boys and girls make up nearly the same proportion of the out-of-school segment.
Okay. So I think children will benefit if they are given proper education at home too.
At school, children learn how to move with people of different ages, languages, cultures, and religions, how to gain more competitiveness and keep up with the rest of the society. They learn to make friends and form groups for study, discussion, fun, or play. They learn to cooperate with others. They learn to work in a team. We live in an electronic age now, and a good education leads to financial success and makes a person become self-sufficient. What do you do at home the whole day?
Actually, I cook for my son, bath him, dress him, tell him a story, play with him, teach him poetry, feed him, put him to sleep. The whole day I am busy. I don't have time for myself.
It is a mother's job to nurture a child in such a way that he becomes self-reliant, becomes capable of making independent decisions, and grows into a fully competent, successful adult. For this, a mother's role is very important in every phase of the child's life. During infancy, the baby relies on the mother for basic needs like food, comfort, and security. Up to the age of 4, boys begin to explore the world around them. They seek assurance from mother for reassurance. The mother plays an important role in cultivating the child's confidence and curiosity. When children start school and make new friends, the mother's duty is to instill values in her children. It is during this time that boys start forming their own identities. They look up to their mothers for support and advice in spite of spending more time outside home. Do you understand,
Okay.
sister?
Yes, sister, I understand. But in my son's class, there are more than 40 children. It is possible for his teacher to take care of him as I do?
At the age of 5, your child becomes more independent. He can go to the washroom, he can bathe, he can get dressed alone under minimum supervision. Children at this age love to play and use their imaginations. 5-year-old boys typically love to move about. They don't like to sit at one place for a long time. He must get engaged in outside activities. A 5-year-old child can play for 2 hours independently every day. Imaginative play with cars, aeroplanes, and similar things can hold his attention for some time. So, school is very necessary for him, where he will get friends to play with.
Okay. So sister, his school timing is from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Before he leaves school, he cannot take proper breakfast. So he must be very hungry by 10 a.m. Can his sister take special care and feed him?
Children should be able to eat alone when they are 4 years old. Your son is 5 years old now. You don't have to feed him. At the same time, don't leave him alone while he's eating because he may choke. Always supervise meals. If he insists that you feed him, just ignore him. Put the food in front of him, read a book, or do any other work. See, he will pester you for attention. Ignore him. If you put every spoonful of food into his mouth, he will keep himself busy watching TV. You know, the cartoons are a big distracting factor. Even
Yes,
dance music. Your
right.
child will want to dance or jump around while watching the TV. Don't allow him to do that. Don't give him your mobile to play games. The screen effect is very bad for the eyes. Select
Yes.
any one time during the day, during holidays, when you can eat together. Place a plate in front of him. He will enjoy his food. Don't give instructions like, don't spill this, don't spill that, don't put your hand in my plate. No, all negative things
Yes.
be told in a positive manner. Please remember, children learn a lot through watching or observing. If he takes food with his friends together at school, then he will imbibe the eating habit very soon. He will learn and adapt. It will help him to become independent. See, this will save your time also. If you don't allow him to go to school and constantly do everything for him, he will not be able to learn new things. He will not be able to play games with his friends. He will not grow up in a healthy manner. And later on, he will not be able to make decisions of his own career and personal relationships. See, this control can hinder his personal growth and self-confidence. Please don't be overprotective and don't try to control your son in everything he does. Sister, your relationship with your son will play a major role in his emotional development. You can teach your son to respect himself and respect others. Listen to him when he talks to you. It's important that he knows he can come to you with his problems and concerns. If you give too many opinions or unwanted advice, it will lead to feelings of anger, resentment, and guilt in your child in the long run. Your son will then rebel against you. Show him that you care for his safety and at the same time respect his ability to make decisions for himself. If you still feel that you are neglecting him or unable to find sufficient care for him while you are out of home, then ask for your mother's help. I'm sure she will agree to take care of him in your absence. Sister, you may speak to your employer and change your working time. You can also work from home if your office permits. See, spend most of your free time with your child when you are at home. You will feel happy. Your child will also feel happy. You are a strong woman. You are a determined mother. And you want your child to get enough love and care. To achieve this, you need to work. Good education is quite expensive nowadays. So your earning is necessary for your son's education. You can keep a photo of your child at your workplace. This may help you to feel better and work better. You can also call him after he returns from school and you can talk with him. You can also call your mother and inquire about your son's activities whenever you want to. See, as your son grows up, there must be a mutual respect and friendship between you and him. Your duty will gradually change from caregiver to advisor. Your son will understand the depth of love and sacrifices involved and will appreciate you. Do you follow?
Actually, yes, but sister, I told you, I love him very much and I cannot stay away from him for a single moment. So, how can I do it? That's the main problem.
See, sister, you cannot stay away from your son for a single moment, isn't it? You said this is your problem. If you can't live without your son, it is not love, sister. It is possessive behavior. Actually,
Right.
you want the child for yourself, regardless of what your son wants for himself. You have formed an extremely close emotional bond with your son, and you have become extremely dependent on him for emotional fulfillment. Please try to understand and let go over your possessiveness over him. Otherwise, later on, you will not let your son become independent and form other relationships. See, young children develop the concept of free will between ages 4 to 6. So let him be on his own.
What is free will, ma'am?
See, it is the ability to make your own decisions about your life rather than being controlled by any outside influence. When children are provided freedom, they will instinctively choose the appropriate activity for them to learn. They will become very much focused in their task and they will sustain that level of concentration for a long period of time. Within a few months, you will notice that your son will begin to show his independence and will not rely on you quite the same way as he does now. Let him feel independent and learn how to be self-sufficient while you encourage him to make responsible choices.
Ma'am, at least my son is only a little baby. How can he become independent now? He must depend upon me for everything now. When he grows up, he will become independent automatically.
Sister, making your child self-sufficient is one of the most beautiful and valuable gifts you can offer him. Independent children can accept responsibility, become good decision makers, confident in their work, and self-motivated. So children must be taught to become independent and responsible from the time they are 4 years old. For this, you must teach him to do his own work. A responsible citizen looks out for the well-being of others and understands that he has a part to play in making the world a better place. For a 5-year-old, responsibility may look like getting himself ready for school in the morning or helping with specific household chores. For example, see, sister, after he finishes his food, his breakfast, he can take the plate and keep it in the sink, isn't it? He must brush his teeth, eat breakfast, pack his school bag, and get dressed for school. It can take time and patience to teach him how to put on his shoes, how to pack his school bag, how to keep all his toys or books in place after play and studies, but it will make your life easier in the long run. At the same time, it will increase your child's self-confidence and sense of freedom. I also want to remind you that once your child has mastered something, don't do it for him. Teach your child to be responsible for his own actions and not blame others. See, accepting and owing responsibility allows children to be more forgiving. Sometimes you will find that your son has strewn toys, books, and clothes all around the house. You must make him clear up his things. You may help a little bit, but if you do this regularly, he will expect you to do everything always. See, in this way, your child will become more responsible and eventually take accountability for cleaning up the place, and your work will also decrease. See, by managing his own tasks and taking his meals, going to sleep, and doing his studies at the proper time, he will develop effective study habits. Your son has the right to express freely his opinions. So don't try to force him to do anything in order to influence him. Let him express himself freely. I understand that you want your child to be healthy, safe, and successful. So you are stepping and helping him in order to save time so that everything works out perfectly and everything is fine at the end of the day. But if you continue to remain overprotective and over-concerned as he grows up, he will expect everyone to make things happen for him because he never had to struggle to achieve things on his own or learn to solve problems.
Right.
I do hope that I'm clear to you, sister. I shall suggest that you start sending your son to school immediately from tomorrow. He has already missed his friends for 2 months.
Right.
2 months means 60 days. You can stay at home or you may join your office. The decision is yours. But don't spoil a child's life. Yes, sister? See, I'm very
Yes,
happy that you have taken the right decision. And what do you
yes,
want to do?
sister.
Will you
Really, sister. Really too good, sister. Really too good. And thank you very much, sister. Now I am understand. The education is must, but school is necessary for my son growth and mentally, physically, emotionally. My son more strong if he regular go to school. Really, thank you. Dear say thank you, sister. Very thank you.
Thank you, sister, for coming forward. And I wish your son a bright future.
बहुत dear, thank you, sister. बहुत dear, thank you. Now, according to your suggestion, now I ready to start my job and ready to start my son to go to school. Thank
Yes,
you,
sister. See, you can enjoy your job. At the same time, you can enjoy bringing up your son in a free manner, isn't it?
Right.
Thank you,
Thank
sister.
you, sister. Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Anil Bhaji, session is over.
Thank you very much, today's counselor, Dr. Tulika. Counseling is a young mother of a child who is about 5 years and approached a counselor, stating that she was a working lady and has got a child of 5 years and happily married. Lately, she has stopped sending her child to school, and now because of some problem the teacher in school, now she is independently looking after the child as a full-time mother. Day-to-day activities for her all 24 hours, and has told to her counselor. Now she has stopped with that. So the problem with this young mother is she become now overprotective, and her whole attention is now on the child, in the sense that child is deprived of going to school and its overall growth. It should be natural when the child is other spends the school. This is the learning age. And not only children learn from the parents, but also from the parents and the new environment that has been stopped now. In the case of a young mother, because when there's too much attachment, then she becomes overprotective towards their child, and this way they don't know that how much harm is done to their child, because this way we realize, find that the child has developed certain habits which are not normal, because they want too much attention from their mother, and they cannot leave their mother for a minute out. Some very unhealthy practice in the long run, and when in the future they know they realize there's certain habits or certain good things which they needed to learn at the right age if they are not developed, and for this they will blame their mother in the future. So the suggestions given by counselors are very important, that the mother must know that why it is important. When the child is 5 years, he is independent, he can change his clothes, he can go to the US, so on, and also he can do many things for which he is not being given the practice to adopt now. So this is a like a very good hindrance uh, that child will like to ask for the help of mother and everything, that not uh, do all the things that he wants, and every need of his child cannot be fulfilled when the mother is finding picture that is not available. So they become very adamant, they want attention, they don't learn, they are not independent, and these habits can be there in the future also. So question was there to know that, because so that children earlier the better. They are trained for these all the things. Because nowadays you know that in schools there are so many things are there with the teachers, and the professional teachers are there. They know that how to take the care of overall development of the child. And because 5 year child nowadays learns the things because their mind is growing and they have the learning capabilities now. So if this is there with only the one person, only with the mother, the other qualities the children should have, that they will miss now. So definitely session was very important to make sure that children are given liberty as they grow, and they should become independent. And as to the normal child, we know that children should know how to practice, learn how to go to school, and also sometimes certain like practice going by bicycle or by leaving their parents at home for 4 to 5 hours and then wait for them. Then the flexibilities are removed. Know that what is waiting, how much love there is love to them. But staying with the parents for the whole day and stop the other activities also. The session was very important to create the awareness and give this knowledge to the younger mother that how important is to make sure that overall development can take place with the child, provided that this training is given to younger mothers and they learn that what are the needs of children which can be also fulfilled. The mothers are not home. At the same time, the mother needs financial freedom also so that they can give the required things to children. If they don't work, they don't have money, and children demand stuff like as nowadays children require so many things for the education purpose. And if we are not interested to decide about it. So thank you very much, the counselor, Dr. Tulika and counselor, Dr. Nainari. We were live on YouTube, that's it, and we are suffering kind of party. We are spending for the suggestion counseling part. We are not subject of the Dr. Tulika, and also the number 9 Thank you.
Thank you. Om Shanti.